Within 1 to 9 months, every one of us will be born. The second stage is our sojourn on earth, our living in this world. So every one of us will come into this world to live for a time Allah has destined for us to live. When we're in our mother's belly, after 120 days of our staying there, I said how many months? 9 months. After 120 days, that is after 3 months, Allah will send an angel to come and communicate with us in our mother's belly. This angel will write 4 things. Those 4 things are what revolve around our existence in life. Number 1, the angel will write your wealth, your provision. How much will you have when you come to this world? Will you have a car? Will you have a house? Would you come to school? Everything about your life, the angel will write it. The angel is also going to write your lifespan. How long are you going to live in this world? Are you following me? How many things have I mentioned now? The number 1? Your wealth and provision. Whether you have a shoe, you not have a shoe. Whether you have a car, you not have a car. The angel will write it down. Then the angel is going to write your lifespan. How long are you going to be here for? Some people will be here for a long time. They will live for 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years. Some people have lived for 1,000 years before. For 1,000 years, you can imagine. So if you are 6, 7, 8-year-old now, imagine how much there is to live. But do you know that it is not everybody that will live that long? Life is like you boarded a train or you boarded a taxi from Ilorin to Eyenkori. Some people will drop at Odota. Some people will drop at airport. Do you understand that? Yes. So when we get to our destination, what has been written for us, you start dropping from the car one after the other. It's like when coming to school this morning, your parents offered a ride to a neighbor whose school is somewhere at Adewale. When your daddy gets to that Adewale area, what will the person do? He will alight, right? He will come down from the car. That is how life is. When we reach the point, which is our final destination, everybody will come down whether he likes it or not. Are we following? So when we pass this stage, we come into this world. This is the second stage. The pregnancy stage is the shortest, 9 months. The second stage is also very short because none of us here knows how long we'll be here for. The third stage is when we die. When we die, we'll be buried in the grave. I understand that your current age is now. You may probably not be able to process this information. So I will only limit my discussion to the first 2 stages that we can understand. So when we die, there is a life in the grave called the barzakh. Everybody will be there. Some people have died for 100 years. Some people for more than that. The prophet's hijrah today is 1,444 years. Is that correct? 1,444 years. The prophet has died for over 1,400 years. Can you process that information? And yet, life continues. That is what will happen to everybody at one stage or the other. Life will continue after. Now, there is life in the grave. The fourth life is the life when we will be resurrected before Almighty Allah to give account of everything we have done while we lived. And then the final life is our life either in Jannah, in paradise, inshallah, or in hellfire, a'udhu. Let me limit my discussion to the first 2 lives that we all understand. When you were in your mother's womb, Almighty Allah created human being, us, and created 3 things to serve us because Almighty Allah loves us, because Allah wants us to succeed. He wants us to prosper. He wants us to do well so that we'll end up in Jannah. Look at this example for you to know that Allah loves us. Everybody here has 2 eyes. Is that correct? You can see in the day and at night. Even when there is no NEPA light, you can still see. You can navigate your way in your house. How much are we paying to Allah to be able to see everything we're seeing? Who is paying? Anybody? How much are you paying? You are observing Salah to thank him, right? But you are not paying him in cash. Is that correct? Now, do you know people who call NEPA or PHCN? Have you seen them in your house before? What do they come to do every month? The big bill is called NEPA bill, right? Yes. That bill is the aggregate, that is the total of the electric current that you have used for the month. Do you know that sometimes NEPA don't bring light at all? Have you ever experienced that? Yes. Every month, what would they still do? They bring the bill, whether you get light or not. When have you ever seen an angel in your house with a bill that this is how much you have owed for looking, for seeing with your eyes this month? Do you understand what I'm pointing out? That is how much Allah loves you. He's not collecting the bill. Now imagine if you need to put on generator before you can see, like you do when NEPA takes light. When people don't have petrol in their gen, what will happen? They'll be in darkness. So Allah wants you to know that He loves you. Look at our 2 ears. Everybody has ear, right? Yes. You know, you listen, you hear, right? Yes. Are you charging your ears? Do you buy batteries there? No. Your parents have radio in the house. If the battery in the radio stops working, what will happen to the radio? It will not work. If the battery in the microphone doesn't work, what will happen to the microphone? It will not work. But do you have radios in your ears? No. Allah loves you. You are not charging your ears. Look at your mouth. You open your mouth and you talk all the time. Your parents have food. They buy recharge card every month or every day, and they buy data on their phone to be able to browse. Is Allah collecting data money or recharge card money from us before we can talk? No. So do you understand that Allah loves you now? Would you say Allah Akbar for that? No. That is how much Allah loves you. Now beyond all of this, Allah now created 3 things to continue to serve us, so that we will relax, we will have time to worship Him while these things are serving us. The first thing Allah created to serve us are the angels. None of us have seen an angel before, but we hear about them. You understand? Yes. The first angel that Allah created to serve us is the one in our mother's womb. That one has been with us since we're in the womb of our mothers to write down our provisions. The second angel Allah created to serve us are the ones guarding and protecting us from evils. They are protecting us all the time. When we say our azkar in the morning, an angel is assigned to protect us from that morning till night. When we say our azkar when going to bed at night, an angel has been assigned to protect us throughout the night. So that our noses, you know our noses are open. No insect will crawl into our nose and disturb us in our sleep. So that no insect will fly into our ears to disturb our sleep. That is what Allah is doing to protect us. And we are not paying Him at all. Allah also created some angels to be writing everything we are doing. At this stage that you are, those angels are relaxed. They are waiting for when you attain puberty so that they will start writing. But for now, they are relaxed, protecting you. For many of us adults, the angels are writing everything we do. But know this, if you say what is right, if you do what is right, if you speak the truth, if you worship Allah, the angel on the right side will be writing the word for you. Reward, reward, reward. This reward will take you to Jannah. If you tell lies, if you take what does not belong to you, if you do what is wrong, if you disobey your parents, if you disobey your teachers, the angel on the left side will be writing what? Sin, sin, sin. That sin will make Allah to punish you. Do you like Allah's paradise or His punishment? Which one do you like? So what are you going to start doing from now on? You start doing what is right. So that the angel on the right side will like you and will be writing down good things about you. You know, at the end of the term, your class teacher will write a report, right? They say, good boy. Have you ever seen your report before? They give you reports every time. Say, good boy, well done, keep it up. That is what the angel on the right should be writing if you are doing what is right. But if you are doing what is wrong, the angel on the left will be writing, bad boy, you are not doing well. You know that's a bad report. Good. What is the first thing I said Allah created to serve us and protect us? Angels. The second thing Allah created to serve us are the animals. Every one of us here has eaten an animal at one point or the other. Is that correct? Some of you eat fish. Some of you eat goats. Some of you eat cow. Some of you eat camel. Is that correct? If Allah did not create these animals to serve us, how are we going to be eating them? So when your daddy buys chicken and slaughters it, the purpose is that Allah has created that chicken to serve your purpose. The purpose of filling your belly so that you'll be strong and agile. Will you thank Allah for that? The third thing Allah created to serve us is the nature around us. Now we are in the Harmattan season, right? Some of us are wearing cardigan. A time is coming when there will be heat. You almost remove your clothes because there will be so much heat. Allah is serving us with this weather, so that at some point we feel cold, we wear cardigan. At some point we feel heat, we wear small clothes that will just cover our nakedness. Look at the mountains around us. Allah created them for our enjoyment, so that we see them, how beautiful they are, we thank Allah. Look at the heaven and the earth. Look at the rain. At some point, rain will fall, right? Do you know that if rain did not fall, we'll all die? Do you know that? You don't know. Now let me tell you. The rice your mommy cooked for you this morning, or the yam that she fried for you with eggs, do you know they came from the rain? Huh? When rain falls, the earth will start bringing out what has been planted, like yam, cassava, beans, rice. If rain did not fall, will the earth bring out what has been planted? When you are going home now, try to look around. You see some plants that are dried. Look at this place now. You see all the plants are dried, but when rain falls, they will become green. So that is how much Allah is serving you. If Allah is doing this much to you, what does Allah desire from you? Worship and thanking Him all the time. Do you understand? Now, the life in this world, and that is my final discussion, the life in this world is for an appointed time. Almighty Allah created an angel known as the angel of death. This angel is not wicked. Some people say the angel is wicked, right? He's not wicked. He's our friend. What he's doing is right. What he's doing is to protect us. Let me give you this small information. You see, here we are. Some people lived here 1,000 years ago. They occupy these houses. Maybe your parents take you to your family house sometimes to see your big uncles, right? There were people that were living in those houses before. If those people did not go to meet Allah, we will not be able to occupy their houses. Do you understand now? If those that lived 1,000 years ago did not go back to Almighty Allah, where are we going to be staying today? You know, the whole world will be crowded. That is why the angel of death is not doing what is bad. What he is doing is what is good, so that life can continue. Now, this angel has all our names with him, and he knows the time and place that we go back to meet Allah. We should not be scared of going back to meet Allah. What we should be concerned about is, what have I prepared to go and meet Allah? Are you following? It's like a student that comes to school every day. The teacher teaches you, you write your notes. When you get home, you revise your notes. If exam is next week, would you be scared of the exam if you are reading your books every time? You'll not be scared, but the only student that will be scared is one that does not read. He will be scared. That is how the Muslim should live his life. When Almighty Allah created us, He gave us a manual. This is what I want you to do. A lesson notes, a class notes. Sometimes He gives us assignments to go and do at home, like the 5 daily prayers. These are assignments. Go and be doing your salats. Sometimes He gives us tests. Sometimes you are happy, sometimes you are not so happy. These are the tests that Allah give you once in a while. Are you following? The Prophet ﷺ said, كن في الدنيا كأنك غريب أو عابر سبيل. Live in this world as if you are a stranger or somebody passing through a highway. If you want to cross the road, how do? You look where? Left, right, and you look again, right? Do you look up and down? You only look left and right. That is how the Muslims will live in this world. You are looking to the left. What did Allah say I should not do? I will not do it. You are looking to the right. What did Allah ask me to do? I will do it. That is how you be able to cross the road and meet Allah in a very happy state. But if you do not look left and right, you just jump on the road, accident may happen, right? May we not be involved in accident. So as Muslims, we must understand that every minute that passes by is counting either for us or against us. What do you want the minute to count? Is it for you or against you? For you. How will the minute count for you? When you wake up in the morning, do your askar, perform ablution, observe nafila, observe Salatul Fajr. In the afternoon, you pray Salatul Zuhr, right? Later, you pray Salatul Asr. In the evening, you pray Salatul Maghrib. Later, you pray Salatul Isha. Before going to bed, you do your askar. If you live your life like this, Almighty Allah will be very happy with you. Do you understand? Do you understand? So this is what our life is about. Don't be scared about life. Don't be scared about meeting Allah. What you should be concerned about is, I want to meet Allah, that Allah is happy and pleased with me. When Allah is happy and pleased with you, Allah has a place called paradise. You see that paradise? There are houses there. In those houses, there are no wires, no electric wire, but there is light. There are no kitchens, but there are foods. Can you imagine that? There are no bathrooms, but you will be clean all the time. You will not take bath. You will not sweat. You will not sneeze. There is no cold. There is no heat. All there is enjoyment, enjoyment, enjoyment. In that house, there are trees with fruits. If you are laying on your bed and you want to eat mango, you will not stretch your hand to pluck the mango. The mango will just come to you and you eat it. If you are laying on your bed and you want to eat turkey, you will just see pepper soup of turkey in front of you. You will eat the turkey and you will not break any bone. They would have removed the bones, just meat, and you will not sweat. Can you imagine that kind of enjoyment? Who wants to go there? Raise up your hand if you want to go to that. You see, everybody wants to go to paradise. May Allah put us in paradise. So how to go to paradise is by being obedient to Allah, by being responsible and being obedient to your parents. Being obedient to your parents and doing everything that is right and good. How many of us want to do what is right and good? Everybody, inshallah. This is inshallah. Inshallah. So this is what I have to discuss with you. I have brought the good news that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised every one of you, that if you do only what is right and avoid everything that is wrong, you don't tell lies at all. Don't tell lies. If you do what is wrong and you know it is wrong, and your parents ask, who did this? What are you supposed to say? I did it. I am. Even if your parents will be angry at you, your parents will be happy that you did not tell lie. So don't say, I'm not the one. Or you now say, it is Sophia that did it, and you know you are the one that did it. You have committed a sin. And when you commit a sin, there is a house Allah also has. You see in that house, it is like an oven, a cooking place where they cook. Do you understand? If you ever enter the kitchen is always hot, Abi, because of the fire being used to cook. But in that kitchen, it is human beings that are being used to cook. The angels will hold your leg and use your head to make the fire. Who want to go there? Nobody want to go there? So if you don't want to go there, when you do what is wrong, what should you do? Speak the truth. When you do what is right, say you did what is right and be happy. When you do what is wrong, say I'm the one that did it. But importantly, don't even do what is wrong. So if you see something that is wrong, what should you do? You stay away from it. If you can correct it, you correct it. If you cannot correct it, stay away. I will not be a part of it. Do you understand? Now everybody on the final note should get a paper. When you get home, get a paper. Every day when you do what is right, that you know what I did is right. For example, while I was going, I saw a broken bottle on the road. I picked it and threw it away. Do you know that that is what is right? Yes. That's a charity, right? Yes. Write it down when you get home. I picked a bottle from the road. Write it down. Have another paper. When you mistakenly do what is wrong, for example, you did not pray on time. For example, you pick what does not belong to you. Don't do it. Oh. Write it down. And then, for the one you did right, say Alhamdulillah. For the one you did wrong, you say Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah means, oh Allah, forgive me. I will not do it again. You know you have made a promise, you will not do it again. Will you do that again? You should not do that again. So when you live your life like this, after every week, go back and check your paper. Which one has the longer list? If what you did right is longer than what you did wrong, say Alhamdulillah. If what you did wrong is longer, what do? You start making corrections so that you don't repeat such again. May Allah bless our lives for us. May Allah protect us. May Allah provide for our parents to continue to sponsor our education, provide food for us, provide shelter for us, among other things. May Allah also protect this school and the proprietors, so that from here we move again to the permanent site where we have better buildings, better equipment, better school buses, among other things. May Allah also protect our teachers, so that they continue to teach us all the time and guide us aright. So do you have questions for me?